सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। And from 12 दिवि सूर्यसहस्रस्य
दिवि सूर्यसहस्रस्य
भवेद्युगपदुत्थिता
भवेद्युगपदुत्थिता
यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात्
यदि भासदृशी सा स्यात्
भासस्तस्य महात्मनः
भास्तस्य महात्मनः
तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नम्
तत्रैकस्थं जगत्कृत्स्नम्
प्रविभक्तमनेकदा
प्रविभक्तमनेकदा अपश्यद्देवदेवस्य
शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा
शरीरे पाण्डवस्तदा
ततः स विस्मयाविष्टः
ततः स विस्मयाविष्टः
हृष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः
दृष्टरोमा धनञ्जयः
प्रणम्य शिरसा देवम् कृताञ्जलिरभाषत।
कृताञ्जलिरभाषतः।
अर्जुन उवाच पश्यामि देवांस्तव देवदेहे
पश्यामि देवांस्तव देवदेहे
सर्वांस्तथा
भूतविशेषसङ्घान्
ब्रह्माणमीशं कमलासनस्थम् ऋषींश्च सर्वानुरगांश्च
दिव्यान् अनेकबाहूदरवक्त्रनेत्रम्
पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपम्
पश्यामि त्वां सर्वतोऽनन्तरूपम्
अन्तं न मध्यं न पुनस्तवादिम्
Nantam na madhyam na punastavadim.
Pashyami Vishweshwara Vishwarupa
Pashyami Vishweshwara Vishwarupa.
Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinancha
Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha.
Tejorashim Sarvato Deeptimantam
Tejo Rashim Sarvato Deeptimantam.
Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat
Paschami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat.
Deeptanalaarkadhyutimaprameyam
Deeptanalaarkadhyutimaprameyam.
Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinancha
Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha.
Tejorashim Sarvato Deeptimantam
Tejo Rashim Sarvato Deeptimantam.
Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat
Paschami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat.
Deeptanalaarkadhyutimaprameyam
Deeptanalaarkadhyutimaprameyam.
Yeah. So number 17. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinancha. That's where we need to receive from. Kirita. Kirita means crown. So Kiriti means one who has a crown is called a Kiriti. So Kiritinam Pashya. I am seeing somebody who has a crown. Who has a crown on his head. That is the idea there. Kiritinam. And now he is referring to Krishna in singular. Means as a person having one crown. Previously, Sahasra Surya, Sahasra and all that. But now Kiritinam. Gadinam Chakrinam cha. Gada is a mace and Chakra. Chakra literal meaning is this disc. Chakra. Representing two types of instruments, two types of weapons. What are the types of weapons? In our Shastra, we call it Shastram and Astram. Two types of weapons. Shastram means that which is held in the hand. Like a sword is held in the hand. A sword is never released, held in the hand. So, I mean, gun. I'm thinking whether a gun is a Shastram or Astram. But gun is held in the hand. You cannot throw the gun. It can release something. Bow is a Shastram. Arrow is Astram because arrow is supposed to be released. A spear is supposed to be released. A spear can be used without releasing, but it can be released also. So this chakra is that category of Astram, comes under the Astram category. So all these days we have missiles and all that, intercontinental ballistic missiles and all they say, and it goes thousands of miles, just because they're all fueled. It's not like a gun where the bullet is not burning. It just kicked out like that. But these missiles are different. They have fuel in them, and sometimes they are powered by whatnot, we don't know. And so they're able to travel a long distance. So that long distance travel, chakra. I suppose boomerang and all is also an astra. Boomerang can come back, but it did not come back also, I suppose, because it's meant to be thrown out. Okay. So that is the Gada. Vishnu has Gada and Chakra. Gada in this hand, Chakra in this hand. Chakra. Then the third and the fourth hand is, third hand has Abhayam. Abhaya Mudra. Abhaya Mudra. You will get Abhayam, fourth hand, showing down. If you surrender to me, This is a very popular imagery for us. For us, it's important. So if you surrender to me, it means at my feet. If you fall at my feet, then you will be free of fear. Okay, that's the idea. I will protect you. So Gadinam Chakrinam Cha. Those two hands he saw. Okay. Tejo Rashim. Rashi. Rashi can mean different things, can mean a group of things, etc. But here Rashi is a very concentrated, dense tejo. Tejas means it's so bright it is. A dense accumulation of brightness. That is called tejo Rashi. Okay. And so here Swamiji says column, solid mass of brilliance. How do you explain this, And so something so solid it is. It's so brilliant that it's very clear. Okay. That kind of thing I'm seeing now. Earlier we saw in the 12th shloka, we saw Devi Surya Sahasrasya, we saw that. So 1,000 suns, I see the brilliance of 1,000 suns, thousands of suns, we saw there. So here, Tejo Rashim, Sarvato Deeptimantam. Sarvato Deeptimantam. Deepti. Deepti again means brilliance or Deepti. So, see, all of you should know this in Sanskrit. Gunavan, Balavan, Bhagavan. We saw all these things. All of you know this. Van, the Van or Vati, Bhagavati, Gunavati, Balavati. When it comes, then you know. The one who has Bala is Balavan, Balavati. One who has Guna is Gunavan. Okay. Now, same thing. Sometimes this Van becomes Man, Shaktiman, Kirtiman. Okay. Buddhiman. Correct? Not Buddhivan. You can't say Buddhivan, Buddhivati. No, nobody in India will say Buddhivan. Even in dream, they won't say. Why? Because we know Buddhiman. Because our parents have always scolded us. Buddhi irka unakku. Do you have any sense at all in your head? So, Buddhiman. So, not Buddhivan. So there are some words. Whenever the noun ends with A, as in Guna, Bala, etc., it has to be Van. When it is not Akara, when it is E, like Buddhi, Kirti, etc., then the Mator Voho, Upadaya, Mad Upadayasya, like that Panini put a rule there. And so we say then that it has to be Ma. In fact, it's the other way around. It is always Ma, except when there is a Akara in front. And in which case the Ma becomes Ma. Like that it says. So anyway, it's good to know that. Buddhiman, Shaktiman. Look at this here. Deeptiman. Deeptiman is this one. First case, subject. But when it becomes object, Deeptimantam. Deeptimantam. Bhagavan, Bhagavanto, Bhagavantaha. Bhagavantavu, Bhagavantam, Bhagavanto, Bhagavatah. Right? So same thing. Object. So Deeptimantam. What can Deeptimantam mean? Deeptiman means one who has Deepti is Deeptiman. One who has brilliance is Deeptiman. Therefore, I see everywhere, Sarvataha, all sides. All sides I see. I see you as having brilliance. Means every source of brilliance in this world is you. That is the way I see it now. Okay. And even Hanuman. Nobody will say Hanuman. Hanuman only it is. Why? One who has Hanu. One who has that kind of I think Hanu means the cheek. The cheek looks different. And so
Chin.
Huh? A chin. Correct. Cheek is this chin. I think I was holding the chin and telling it is cheek. Oh yeah, chin is what it is. Chin. Hanuman. Right. So Sarvataha, east west. This east is a funny word. East west, these directions. You know why? We think they are absolute. Are they absolute? See, I say sun rises in the east. Okay, east is here for me. I say sun rises in the east. This direction is east. This direction. Other side of the world, the same person standing inverted. Now he's standing inverted and he's pointing to this side and saying that is east. I'm saying here, he's saying there. Because sun is rising like this and going like that. So when it comes down there, he's going to point there. And so he's going to show this direction. I'm going to show this. East, 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 east. So east direction is not fixed, constantly changing. There is no east. Don't take it too seriously, okay? There is no such thing as east. This is the beauty. This is Maya. This is pure Maya. And it's good for relative geography understanding. You go eastward and then take left and then etc. You can say that. So that's fine. That's all very relative. There is no absolute east and all that. Therefore, sarvataha, sarvataha, from all directions. Means direction is meaningless in this context. Okay, then pashyami tvam durniriksham samantat. Pashyami tvam, I see you. Tvam pashyami, I see you in this manner. Okay, in this manner. So kiritinam, gadinam, chakrinam, tejorashim, sarvato deeptimantam pashyami tvam. Further, durniriksham, difficult to see. Ikshyam, able to see. Ikshyam. Niriksham, able to see clearly. Durniriksham, difficult to see clearly. Okay, following me that? Okay. So, durniriksham. Then, samantat. Difficult to see clearly because even mountain climbers, this Himalaya, those who go to the Himalayas and all, they always say it is difficult for them to see because it's all snow and on top of the sun is shining. And so the whole place is just white. You can't see. I had similar experience without going to Himalayas. When I first went to Purdue, and there it was minus 20 degrees only. And I don't know how I did all this. I won't be able to do all that now. And ice everywhere. And then suddenly one day snow. On top of this, I purchased a sports bike, a used sports bike to go to this one, to the department, to do my degree. And because the distances were far, not right away, but in the summer or something, I purchased. Then next winter came. I used to use that bike. Even all winter, minus 10, minus 20, doesn't matter. I used to just cover myself up, glove, everything. The whole face is covered except for these two eyes. And but then when it snows, the whole thing is bright. Bright. You have to close the eyes, really speak. Otherwise, you'll be blinded. Like that it was. And so until you get used to it, until the eyes get used to it, that's how bright it is. When it's full of snow and the sun is shining. When the sun is not shining, still it is bright. Because even the little light is reflected. Not that bright, but bright. But daytime, it becomes very bright, very, very bright. And so, our Paramahansa tells a story. He says, he took 100 of his students to Amarnath to see. It seems there is a Shivalinga there, which is basically a block of ice and in the form of a Shivalinga. And then, but the thing is, problem is this: if it gets a little warmer, then that ice will melt. So you can't see Shivalinga. And it seems he warned everybody: don't you want to see Shivalinga and all, fine, but you may or may not be able to see it. They all said, okay. And then He went there, and unfortunately, it was a bit warm. And so they went there, they were all disappointed. Then going and coming, they're sitting on donkeys, and this person is taking, and somehow this person was not paying attention. For him is a daily thing, routine thing. And for us, it's like constantly for them balancing. We got to focus on balance. So you were saying, did they focus on Vishwarupa Darshana? No, they did not get any Vishwarupa Darshana because they are stressed out. Every bit of the journey, they were calling out to him, and then they were trying to balance on the donkey. I was walking. I did not use a donkey and all. And so I enjoyed the whole thing. But these people, no Vishwarupa Darshanam. In fact, no Shiva Linga Darshanam. In fact, they saw Nirgunam Brahma, it seems. Because no form is there, Nirgunam Brahma. And so he was saying, I was praying that it will not become Marnath. Instead of Amarnath, it should not become Marnath, So that is this thing. Durniriksham Samantat. And then Deeptanalaka Jutim. Deepta, shining. Anala, Agni, fire. Arka, Surya, Bhaskara, sun. Jyutim. Jyuti is also brilliance. Deepta means it's a Deepta Anal. That is the thing. Jyuti is brilliance. Deepta should be the burning fire. Deepta Anal. Burning fire. Blazing fire. Okay. The brilliance, okay, like that of a burning fire, blazing sun. Brilliance of the sun, which is like a blazing fire. That's the meaning. Okay? Deepta Agni Surya Dyutim. That's what I see, he says. And then Aprameyam. Aprameyam. Somewhere in the Bhagavad Gita we saw this. Aprameyam. Okay. Where did we see it? Let's go to chapter 2, number 18. Antavanta ime dehaha nityasyokta sharirinaha anashino prameyasya tasmad yudhyasva bharata. Anashino prameyasya. Anashinaha aprameyasya. Antavanta ime dehaha. Hey Arjuna, these bodies, any body including your body, and all the bodies that you think they're all going to die, they're all antavantaha only. They're anyway going to fall one day. Antavantaha. Look at that, antavantaha. Same antavan. That van has come there. Antavan, antavantau, antavantaha. So that which has an end is called antavan. These bodies have an attribute. That attribute is called end. Okay, and that's the meaning. Antavantaha ime dehaha nityasya ukta sharirinaha. Okay, so the Shariri is Nityam. The one who possesses the body, so-called Atma, is Nityam. Jiva also, the traveling Jiva also is Nityam. And Atma is Nityam, no doubt. And then, Anashinaha Aprameyasya Tasmad Yudhyasva Bharat. Hey, this Atma being an Avinashi, Sharirinaha Anashinaha, Aprameyaha. Okay. So that there he used the word aprameyaha. So let's look at that. The meaning here is incomparable. Prameyaha means objectifier. Okay. Here meaning is incomparable, immeasurable. What I'm seeing is just so mind-boggling. I can't fathom it. I can't say what it is. That's how bad, that's how big it is. Okay. Now, The technical meaning of aprameya is this, okay? An object is seen, an object is known. A known object is called prameya. Okay. Now, who knows the object? I know the object. I am called pramata. Pramata. Pramata is the knower. The object is called prameya, to be known. The knowable is prameya. I am the knower. Then what? Then what happens once I see the object? Then knowledge takes place. That knowledge is called what? Prama. Prama. That's why we have a name called Pramananda. So Prama happens. But in order for knowledge to happen, something is needed. What else is needed? Pramanam is needed. Pramanam. So that's what the eyes, in this case, the eyes are needed. Mind is needed. They're all pramanam. So using the pramanam, the pramata gains prama of prameyam. How does it work? Using the pramanam, the pramata gains knowledge prama of the object prameya. That's a way to understand. Whenever you hear these words pramata, prameyam, etc., Vedanta, we should appreciate that. So therefore, any object in this world is called prameyam, including the Jagat itself. Why? Object. I am the subject, the entire world is object. Therefore, pramata, then the whole Jagat is prameya. What does he say here? Aprameyam. Aprameyam, he says here. That means what? Aprameyam is Atma is aprameyam. Atma is not an object of knowledge. Correct? Atma cannot be objectified. Why? Because I am Atma. And there's no chance of me objectifying Atma. Or Brahma, the entire whole world is Brahma. I can't objectify Brahma also. And Brahma is Atma. Therefore, not being able to objectify it, Atma becomes aprameyam. Okay. So does Arjuna mean that aprameyam? Well, no. Because he is still in the process of knowing, and he has excluded himself from this vision of what he's seeing. Therefore, what he's seeing is still incomplete. Incomplete means unless I am included in the picture, the whole world is still incomplete. I see the world and I'm amazed, but I have to see myself as part of the world. Therefore, he is not yet there where he can say aham. Aham aprameyam, he is not saying. What I'm seeing is aprameyam, he says. That means what? What I'm seeing is so mind-boggling and vast and immeasurable. That is the meaning. So that is the meaning versus the meaning of aprameyam, not objectifiable. Okay. So sometimes you see both meanings. Kunjaswami gives the meaning of non-objectifiable, but he also says Arjuna does not mean that. Okay? Anyway, so let's translate this shloka. I see you as a mass of effulgence. I see you as a mass of effulgence, shining everywhere with crown, comma, mace, M-A-C-E, mace, comma, and disc, semicolon. I see you all around, comma, radiant, like the blazing fire, like the blazing fire and sun. Yeah, so blazing fire and sun. That means what? That Deeptanala Arka. Deeptanalascha Arkascha. So it is to Analaha and Arkaha. That is the way to look at it. Okay. Like the blazing fire and sun, comma, blinding and immeasurable. Blinding and immeasurable, or unfathomable, also you can say. Blinding and immeasurable. Full stop. Once again, I see you as a mass of effulgence shining everywhere with crown, mace, and disc, semicolon, all around, radiant like the blazing fire and sun, comma, blinding and immeasurable. Okay.
Guruji, as an aside, Prameya is used in Marathi as well as I'm sure in Hindi as a theorem. So we have Ganit Prameya. So I think it's very well in line with, because Prameya you have to prove, theorem you have to prove. That means you have to gain knowledge of that. So I think when it says Aprameya, there is no question of proving anything here. I think that's
interesting. Prameya is a theorem.
Yes.
Theorem. Pramanam. Theorem is to be understood.
Proof. So it becomes proof. Praman will become proof.
Okay.
You have to prove the theorem.
Correct. That which is to be proved is Prameya.
Prameyam, yes.
Because theorem itself is not the proof. And theorem
Not
has
the proof. It's a statement.
You have
Yes.
to arrive at the theorem. And so
Correct.
that Prameya. Okay, that's good. Next shloka. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam.
Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam.
Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta.
Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta.
Sanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Sanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam.
Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam.
Tvamasya vishvasya param nidhanam.
Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta.
Tvamavyaya shashvata dharma gopta.
Sanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Sanatanastvam purusho mato me.
Yeah. Tvam aksharam. The minute the word aksharam comes, where should you go?
Akshara Parabrahma Yoga.
And where the first shloka is?
Kim tad Brahma.
Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Svabhavodhyatma muchyate. Dabhavodbhava karma. Visarga karma sanyitam. That's why that is called Akshara Brahma Yoga, that particular chapter. And so we saw the meaning of the word Aksharam, etc. No need to repeat that. So we got some shlokas, mantras from Mandukya, Om Ityeka Aksharam Brahma, Tasya Upavyakhyanam, Bhutam Bhavad Bhavishyaditi Sarvam Omkaraha Eva. Like that we saw first mantra of Mandukya Upanishad. Then in Mundaka also, Dve Vidye Veditavye. Correct? two types of knowledge have to be understood like that. Acharya there, Adhyaya Jeshtaputraya Praha, and Shaunaka. Finally, this Saunaka, I think, comes. Saunaka is a student. He's told, he said what? Dvevidya Veditavya. Parachai va paracha. The two things called Paravidya and Aparavidya. Then what? Finally, after describing Aparavidya, he talks about Atha para yaya tadaksharam adhigamyati. That by which aksharam is understood is called Paravidya. So like that, aksharam, the word aksharam was introduced there. So we can connect like that to that word aksharam. Okay, aksharam. Then paramam. Paramam means limitless. Okay. I, you as limitless. Okay. Limitless. I've heard from the Shastra about this limitlessness. Param Brahma, I've heard. And so now I'm beginning to see it. Again, remember, he has not completely seen it because what? Because he has excluded himself from the whole Vishwarupa Darshanam. So it's really not Vishwarupa Darshanam. Vishwarupa Darshanam minus myself is not Vishwarupa Darshanam. Okay. So it's looking at something as a project. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. What about you? Are you brilliant or no? Are you brilliant or no? That is the question, final question. We have to answer that question. Am I shining or not? That we should ask. So, therefore, this Paramam, limitless, or Paramam, Jagat Karanam, Brahma. Brahma is Jagat Karanam. And so that Paramam. Aksharam means, of course, we can say here imperishable. Imperishable. Because Kshara means to decline, to dissipate, to decline, to degenerate, all that is Aksharam. So that which is imperishable, Paramam, limitless. Okay. Limitless. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapada Kramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyana Vastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasya Antam Naviduhu Yasyantam Naviduhu Sura Suraganaha. One whose beginning and end nobody knows. The Devas, Suras, Surasura Gana, nobody knows it. Knows. Tasmai. Yasyantam na vidu Surasura Gana. Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Tasmai Devaya. Tasmai Brahmane Namaha. Okay, very interesting it is. Okay. And so that Paramam. Okay. Then Veditavyam, he says. Veditavyam must be known. Suddenly he says Veditavyam. He says that you who is limitless Param Brahma must be known, he says. Means he knows the Shastra. Shastram says this. Says that he knows that. Vevidye Veditavye. Two types of knowledge have to be known. Okay, he knows that. And so he uses that word here. Veditavyam. Okay. And later on also, in 15th chapter, we are going to see Vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyaha. Krishna is going to say that. Vedaischa sarvaihi ahameva vedyaha. Ahameva vedyaha. Sarvaihi vedaihi. Through all the Vedas, there is only one thing to be known. Who? Ahameva. I must be known, he says. You are all using the Vedas to go to Swarga. But no, that's not the final intent of the Vedas, poor Vedas. Simply dispatching people to Swarga. And then they come back, recycle. The problem is, at least if they stay there permanently, it's okay. They come back again. And then Vedaihi, Sarvaihi, Ahameva Vedyaha. And he says there, Vedanta Krit Veda Videva Chaham. Vedanta Krit. I am the author of the Vedas. And what? Veda Vid. I am the knower of the Vedas also. I am the author of the Vedas and I am the knower of the Vedas too. Okay, which means what? If you say, I know the Vedas, I know the Upanishad, then you are Abhinnam, Krishna Abhinnam. That is the meaning there. Okay? So, good. Then Veditavyam. So Arjuna is beginning to now seems to say, why should he say Veditavyam? I see you. And Veditavyam means you must be known, he is saying. This, everybody should know this, he says. That means he knows the Shastram. And so Tvamasya, he's already been listening to Krishna anyway. Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. Tvam, again, you, he's using the word you quite a bit here because he's describing this, what he sees, who is not separate from Krishna, or which is not separate from Krishna. Tvam, Asya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. You are this Param Nidhanam, ultimate support of this Vishwa, this universe. This universe. Nidhanam. See, this table is the support for this laptop. This house is the support for so many things that are there in this house, including the people that are there in this house. The earth is the support of all plants, all living beings, everything that is there on earth. Support. That is why earth is called Vasudha, Dharti, etc. Dhruda, very interesting. Dhru is to support. Okay. Now, there, the table and laptop. Table supports the laptop, but laptop is a different thing. Laptop can go away wherever it wants. Table can be taken wherever it wants. It can go. Two different things. So here it is not like that. When he says you are the support of the world, it's not like table and laptop. You are the essence of the world. Just like the boy figured out that everything is gold. Mom, everything is gold. Yes. Gold is the support of all ornaments, if we say. Then, if gold decides to walk away, there won't be any ornament left. And so, that kind of support, a support which is the adhishtanam of the entire Jagat, asya vishwasya jagataha adhishtana rupena param nidhanam asi, tvam asi. Okay? That's the way to understand this. Therefore, you are the ultimate basis. If we can use the word ultimate. Ultimate self-existent basis. Ultimate basis has to be self-existent, correct? It cannot depend on something else for its existence. Then if that happens, then then we are talking about mithya all the time. Mithya has to be supported with satyam because mithya exists. Suppose somebody says whole world is mithya. Okay, but the beauty is mithya. Did you recognize the word or not? Is the world existing or not? Yes, world is there. Okay, good. For world to exist, existence must be there. And that is satyam. That existence is satyam. And so, you are the ultimate basis, cause of this world. Asya vishwasya, this world. Okay? Then, tvam avyayaha. Tvam avyayaha. Again, tvam. Tvam. See, avyayaha means unchanging. Like aksharam. Aksharam not declining. Avyaya means changing. Any kind of change. Growth also. Vardate, viparinamate, apakshiyate. That change, the entire shad vikara. Asti jayate, vardate, viparinamate, apakshiyate, vinashyate. All shad vikara. So, Shad Vikara Rahitam Avyayaha. Now, I know you as Avyayaha, he doesn't say, really speaking. Because, as we said, his understanding is not complete yet. Therefore, Shankaracharya, in his introduction to this shloka, he says, you know what he says? He says, Itaha eva te yoga shakti darshanat anuminomi. Putting in quotes, he says, aham anuminomi. What a word it is in Sanskrit. How many of you heard this word? Anuminomi. Aham anumanam karomi ityarthaha. I am inferring. Shankaracharya is saying, I am therefore inferring that this shloka. Okay. So this aksharam, tvam aksharam, etc. I am inferring his. Look at that. Why? Because of this te yoga shakti darshana. Because of your yoga shakti. Because of my seeing your yoga shakti. Okay, I am inferring. So very important. Shankaracharya says that. That says that all these words that he's saying, it is like saying that girl in the on Shivratri day, what did she say? E is equal to MC square. These small girls are talking like this. It is so cute, I will tell you. These kids are all amazing. And if you ask her to explain, yeah, E is energy, MS mass. Why is E is equal to MC square? What is C? C is, I'll tell you tomorrow. Okay? These kids are all so cute. What confidence they have, my goodness, my goodness. And so like that kind of knowledge of is called samanya jnanam. That is called samanya jnanam. So I know, if somebody asks you, do you know E is equal to MC square? Yes, I know E is equal to MC square. That is called samanyataha. Samanya. In general, I know it. Visheshataha, I don't know it, because I need to have, so one has to study a lot to actually understand how E is equal to MC square. Okay. So, Visheshataha na janami. So that's why Shankaracharya here says, Anuminomi, Anumanam karomi. I'm inferring that Tvam Aksharam, like that. Here also, Tvam Abhyayaha. I'm inferring. So, because of that vision you've given me, I have the benefit of seeing all these things. But that's why later on he's going to say, I did go away. I don't want to see this form. Because why? He is taken him. And so I'm separate from what I see. Okay. If I am separate from what I see, what happens? We saw that. Vidyat bhayam bhavati. Vidyat bhayam bhavati. Fear is always of a second thing, of something other than me. The minute something else is there other than me, then fear is right there, waiting to hit, waiting to strike. Okay. And so, that is there in a mantra actually. Yadahye vaishaye tasmin udaramantaram kurute. Taittiriya Upanishad. Those of you learning Taittiriya. Etasmin udaramantaram kurute. He's going to say matome at the end of this mantra. Okay, matome. This is my mataha. When Arjuna says mataha, he means this is my appreciation, my tentative understanding. When Krishna says matome, it is not tentative understand. Okay, but here mataha. So udaram antaram kurute means antara means difference. If a person creates a difference, what kind of difference? Udaram antaram. Udaram. Aram means slightest difference. Okay. Udaram. Even the slightest difference or distinction, if a person creates, Udaram antaram kurute, atha tasya bhayam bhavati. The minute I create even the slightest difference between me and anything else, then athatasya bhayam bhavati. This is the Upanishad way of saying what causes fear. Okay. The psychologist should not use the statement when talking to clients. Okay. Then this client will run away from the place. She will get more fear actually. So psychologists have to be careful. At least Vedanta learning psychologists. Okay. And so that's so here. So here from Abjaya. Okay. It's not subject to change. Then you are what? Shashvata Dharma Gopta. Gopta, Gup to protect. The protector is called Gopta. Okay. Shashvata Dharma, protector of Shashvata Dharma. The Dharma which is eternal, which is Nityam. The Dharma which is Nityam. Dharma cannot be Nityam. Correct? That's why Nachiketa is asking Anyatra Dharma, Anyatra Dharma. Tell me that which is other than Dharma and Adharma. Because these are all fine. Dharma is important, but still Anityam only. So, but here, Shashvata Dharma Gopta, because Dharma is what sustains whatever little life we have, short life. It is all sustained by Dharma. Without Dharma, life will become hell. And so that Dharma is there not only in this life, but this Yuga also it is there. Next Yuga also it will be there, and it's been there all along. Therefore, that is called eternal. Pravaha Nityatvam. Relative eternality. Okay? Means what? Pravaha Nityatam means what? Suppose you say Ganga. You went to Rishikesh, you saw Ganga Mata. This is Ganga. Your parents also said the same thing. Grandparents also said the same thing. They went and saw the Ganga. Their grandparents also went and saw the same thing. Same Ganga. Same Ganga is flowing, correct? Same Ganga. 5,000 years ago, Arjuna also must have seen Ganga, Yudhishthira, etc., Pandavas. That same Ganga you're seeing now. Same Ganga. But is it really the same Ganga? No. The course may have changed a little bit. Definitely the water that you're seeing is not the same water. So it is same but not the same. That is called Pravaha Nityatvam. Pravaha Nityatvam means it is Nityam, changing Nityam. Okay. Sometimes Shastram uses the word Pravaha Nityatvam for that. So that Dharma, which is for all practical purposes eternal, Nityam, that you are the protector of that. He is referring to that kind of Dharma. So all the Dharma, including Vaidika Dharma, you are the protector Gopta. So you are the protector of the perennially eternal laws, if you want to translate that. Sanatanastvam, again from Sanatanaha. Again he uses the word eternal, Nityam. You are eternal. This you eternal is different. It is not the Pravaha Nityatvam. It is the real Nityam. There is something called, there are 6 things that are Anadi. Anadi means what? That which has no beginning. I may have said it. If not, you can note this down. Jiva Isho Vishuddha Chit. Jiva Isho Vishuddha Chit. Okay? Or just listen to me. That's fine. Jiva Isho Vishuddha Chit. Tatha Jivesha Yorbhida Avidya Tachito Yogaha Shadasmakamanadayaha. Okay, I'll dictate in the satsang. So for now, Shadasmakam Anadaya. There are 6 things that are Anadi. What are the 6 things that are Anadi? Jivaha, Ishaha, okay, Vishuddha Chit, Chit, Sat Chit, that Chit, okay, consciousness, third one, okay. Then, Tatha Jiveshayor Bhida, the difference between Jiva and Ishvara is also Anadi. Difference, okay. Then what? Avidya, fifth one is Avidya. Avidya also is Anadi. Avidya is what causes the so-called difference between Jivaha and Ishvaraha, correct? So, Avidya, Tat Chitor Yogaha, and its union with consciousness, its union with Chit, because of which it can make all this trouble for all of us. Tat Chitor Yogaha. Did I get 6? Avidya, Tat Chitor Yogaha, correct. Shadasmakam Anadayaha. These 6 are Anadi. Of these 6, which is Anantam, which is Antavat, we have to understand. Avidya is Anantam.
Antavat.
Antavat. Avidya is Antavat because Avidya, knowledge is opposed to Avidya and knowledge removes Avidya. Therefore, Avidya is Antavat. Means Avidya has an end. Okay, then what? Then this
Jiveshayorvida.
Chitor Yogaha. So Avidya's union with consciousness is also Antavat because Avidya is not there, means there's no question of union. Then Avidya caused Tatha Jivesha Bhedaha. That also is Antavat. That Bheda will be gone once Avidya is gone. Bheda between Jiva and Ishvara. Okay. Then what? Jivaha. Jiva Isho. Jivaha Antavat asti va Anantam va. Jiva.
Jivanantam.
Antavat.
Anantam.
No, because once you have knowledge, Antavat.
Jiva is Antavat because Jiva is an
Antavat.
Upadhi.
Yeah,
Therefore, once Avidya is gone, then
right.
Jivatvam is gone.
Yeah.
If Jivatvam is gone, then Jiva cannot have an Upadhi. And so Jivatvam also has an end. So we removed 4 out of 6 gone. Don't have it. They have end. Then Ishaha and Chit are left. Correct? Ishvara and Chit. Ishvara and Chit are Ananta. Ananta. Okay. Therefore, that Ananta, Sanatanaha. Okay. Therefore, Ishvara Sanatanaha. And when we say Dharma is Sanatana Dharma, we are referring to this knowledge, which always is there. Okay. That Sanatana. That is what makes Dharma as Sanatana Dharma. The Vaidika Dharma is there. That is also Sanatana. But without this knowledge, that Dharma is in shaky ground. Correct? Without this knowledge, because that is the knowledge is the only one that is Aksharam. And so you have to bring the knowledge in there. That's why this Dharma becomes Sanatana. Okay, think about that. And so, and therefore, so Nirgunam Brahma, Sagunam Brahma. This Isha there. Sagunam Brahma, Nirgunam Brahma. Nirgunam Chit is Nirgunam Brahma, Anantam. Sagunam Brahma. Sagunam Brahma is also Ananta. You know why? Because for any creation to happen, Ishvara has to be there. Maya Shakti, Maya Sahita Brahma must be there. And Maya is also there. And so the pralaya happens, the world has disappeared. World doesn't exist. Then what happens? Then the world used to be Vyakta, manifest. Now it is unmanifest. There is no such thing as non-existence of the world. And the world exists in unmanifest state. Means there is nothing there. There's just, what is there? Maya Shakti is there. Ishvara is still there. Okay. Then then again creation can happen. From nothingness, creation cannot come. Okay, therefore, avyakta maya. Avyakta maya is there. So Ishvara in the form of avyakta is there. And therefore, that Ishvara also is, and that is why, that is what they show in our culture beautifully as Krishna floating on a lotus leaf. As kids, we used to see this picture. No idea what it is. The Krishna's image, Krishna sucking his own toe. No, he's putting in his mouth. Amazing picture it is. Now when you study Vedanta, it just everything comes back to us. Circle. Krishna is biting his own thumb, toe, great toe. Okay, and so, and they're saying this circle. There's no end. There's no beginning. That is the indication. And floating means what? Creation, waiting for the creation to happen. How can creation happen? What causes, triggers the creation? Jiva's karma. It is you and me that cause this creation. Amazing it is. Otherwise, there is no creation cause. Okay. Okay, anyway, all this is there. And Purushaha, you are the complete being. Mato me, it is my. Me means mama, mama mataha. It is my understanding, okay, my appreciation. Which means what? Which means it is paroksha jnanam or aparoksha jnanam. If I ask, you should say it is paroksha jnanam. Still, it is you, that you are amazing guy. You are too much. I think you are to be Veditavyam, etc. You. He never said I. A jnani will never say you. A jnani will use the word I. I am the whole, not you are the whole. You are not, you are complete. I am complete. Not you are the cause of the world. I am the cause of the world. Not I as this puny body. No, I as Atma is the cause of the world. He didn't say that. Therefore, paroksha jnanam. Mama mataha means what? Paroksha jnanam. And so, Taittiriya Upanishad, Swamiji, Puja Swamiji says this. And the jnani will say, I am the whole. There's a roaring cry. Ha, ha, ha. How many of you are studying Taittiriya Upanishad? Parayana. Okay, Bhagya is learned. Okay. So yeah, Anuradha, etc. Yeah. Ahamannam, ahamannam, ahamannam. Ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannadah. Aham annam. I am the food. Ahamannadah. I am the eater of the food. Ahag shloka krit, ahag shloka krit, ahag shloka krit. I am the creator of the Vedas. Krishna says, I am Veda with Vedanta Krit and all that in the 15th chapter. And even I can, the Jnani can say that. I can say that. Ahamasmi Prathamaja. Ahamasmi Prathamaja. I am the firstborn. You think Brahma is firstborn? No, I am the firstborn. Only a Jnani can say this. Only in Advaita it's possible. No other Vaita and all Vaita, nothing. This kind of statement will not work. Correct? It won't work. Therefore, that's the ultimate vision, but Arjuna does not indicate that yet. He's saying, you are amazing, my dear friend. You, oh Krishna, you're an amazing guy, he says. And so until he says, I am amazed by myself, until then, he's still traveling like all of us. Okay. So that's the important thing here. Paroksham. Okay, next class I'll tell you the meaning of the word paroksham. I mean, you already know it. Paroksham means away, knowledge of an object that is not me, That is called Paroksha Jnanam, etc. We'll see a little more detail in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you very much.
Complete translation, Guruji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
Ji.
ಗುರುಜಿ.
Oh,
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
Guruji.
Thank you, Ji.
okay.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
Thank you.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Let me do this.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
It is my appreciation that you are imperishable, limitless Brahma, to be known. It is my appreciation that you are the imperishable, limitless Brahma to be known. Full stop. You are the ultimate support of this universe. You are the eternal protector of the eternal Dharma. And you are the complete being. Now, and you are the eternal complete being. You have to use the word eternal. Sanatana. Oh, okay, let me read this again. It is my appreciation that you are the imperishable, limitless Brahma, the one who is to be, or imperishable Brahma, the one who is known, full stop. You are the ultimate support of the universe, full stop. You are the eternal protector of the eternal Dharma, and you are the eternal complete being, Purusha.